Hey Cougar fans, it's Alexis Shirelli with the Charleston Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Cougar Weekly Roundup. In this week's package, we have featured teams of baseball, softball, women's tennis, and sailing. Baseball is heading into this weekend after coming off of a huge win against Georgia Southern. The team looks to take on conference rival of the Phoenix of Elon. The team looks to continue their fashion of being undefeated within conference play. We had a chance to speak with Coach Monty Lee to see how his team is preparing to shape up against the Phoenix.
Well, you know, we're really hitting on all phases, and we need to do that again on Friday night. You know, we've been throwing the ball exceptionally well over the last 10 games. Our guys are throwing strikes. Defensively, we're playing solid baseball. Offensively, we've been really good. You know, we're scoring runs in bunches, a lot of big inning baseball, a lot of momentum innings where one guy gets on and then it's 2, 3, 4 hits in a row, and next thing you know, we've scored 3 or 4 runs. And I think that's taken some of the pressure off of our pitching staff and allowed us to be more aggressive on the mound. So, you know, we just got to continue to do that. And we know we've got a really tough test in Elon. Elon's extremely competitive. They always play us extremely tough. We've had some battles with those guys, so you know we don't expect anything less than that this weekend. They're going to come in here hungry, and you know we're going to have to play pretty good if we're going to win this series. I think the biggest keys for us is we got to throw strikes and play defense. We got to swing the bats well, and we got to run the bases better. You know, we've made some base running mistakes that are going to hurt us in some low-scoring games if we make those types of mistakes. So I think right now the big thing is trying to make sure our guys understand that you know, we're going to be playing some games down the stretch where maybe our offense isn't clicking, where we're not scoring 7, 8 runs a game, and you know we got to be able to win 3-2, 4-3, 5-4. You know, we've got to be able to win those games, and if you're going to win those games, you can't make mental mistakes. And that's the big thing we're trying to preach to our guys, is just keep playing heads-up baseball and learn from our mistakes and move forward, not get too high even though we've been playing well, because in this game it can humble you really fast if you don't play well and you're playing against a good club. So we got a big test. We're just going to worry about Friday night right now. I think that's been our biggest approach, is we don't look at what we've done or what are yet to do. You know, we're just trying to build a resume one game at a time, and hopefully if we do that, you know, at the end of the year we'll wind up where we need to be, but that's a long way away right now. So just got to get better day by day and take and put our best efforts into Friday night right now against a good Elon club.
Come out to Patriots Point starting this Friday at 6 p.m. for our weekend against Elon. Softball is coming off of a 9-1 win over Charleston Southern. As they head up to Baltimore, Maryland, they now look to take on conference rival of Towson. The team will compete in a doubleheader on Saturday and return for play on Sunday. We had a chance to catch up with Coach Califadis to see how her team is preparing for the big, long weekend ahead.
Mac's just been so steady. I mean, she's having such a good senior season, and the fact that she's caught every inning of every game just goes to show her resiliency and her strength back there. But she's pretty much played very, very consistently. She had a little period where she took a little bit of a drop in hitting, and then just found herself again and came right back up. She's not the prototypical 2-hitter. I would love to have Mac in the 3 spot because I think she can drive in runs for us. She's a high percentage hitter. She gets on base. She's a clutch hitter, and like I said, you know, we wouldn't be in this hunt to make the CAA tournament if we didn't have Mackenzie on our team. You know, last weekend was the first weekend that we've had everybody on the roster available. I mean, it's the first weekend all year, and that felt good. Now, is everybody 100%? Not even close. But to be able to have the personnel, Jordan Jones almost came up with a big hit there in that last inning. You know, to be able to have the personnel and be able to use it and be able to make substitutions and be able to use pinch hitters and be able to have some options in the starting lineup is huge. And so we're hoping that everyone gets a little healthier as we continue on towards the end of the season. But, you know, I think we had some of our best practices last week, and I think it showed into the weekend. Well, Towson's a heck of a team. They're scrappy. They're good. They've always got a couple kids that swing for the fences and that can park it at any time. And Missy McCormick, their senior pitcher, she's a great thrower, and she'll keep them in games, and she does it with her bat and in the pitching circle. So we know we're going to have to play our best games to play with Towson and have any hopes of beating them at their place.
We wish the team the best of luck as they travel up to Baltimore, Maryland. It's championship season for our sailing team as they head to St. Petersburg, Florida to compete in the SEISA Team Race Championship. We had a chance to catch up with Coach Ward Cromwell to see how his team is preparing for success in this championship.
We just finished our regular season interconference team race competition. We had a really good team racing season. We just won our last 2 team races at Navy and then edging out Stanford at Old Dominion. So that was super positive. And then the women's team just finished up their interconference competition with an event up at Brown where got a little windy on the first day, and they only had 2 races, but they ended up sailing really well on Sunday. And ended up finishing 4th, just 7 points out of first, tied for 3rd. So they're really in the hunt. Things are going really well, and we're heading down to Florida this weekend for our team race district championships, so get qualified for the postseason here, hopefully. And then we have a couple of co-ed interconference events over the next 2 weekends at the Naval Academy, and then up at New York, and then up at Kings Point Merchant Marine Academy. So we're looking forward to some fleet racing and looking forward to the postseason.
We look forward to your continued success sailing, and we wish you the best of luck at the SEISA Team Race Championship this weekend. Women's tennis capitalized on Senior Day, taking away a 5-2 win. The girls will be traveling to Elon this Friday and will continue conference play into Saturday as they travel to James Madison. We had a chance to catch up with Coach Anastopoulos to see how his girls are strategizing for the weekend ahead.
The team's playing really well. It's been working really hard. In the few practices that we've had so many matches that they really are paying close attention to things we're working on during those few practices, and it's really showing in the matches that we've been playing. 6 years ago, they all committed as juniors, and as a result, in their senior year, they were ranked as one of the top 5 recruiting classes for all mid-major programs. They really have come in here and shine individually, and also have shown great leadership in leading these teams to 2 conference championships, finals last year in the CAA, and to be determined what they'll do this year. This weekend's matches against Elon and James Madison are very important from a seeding purposes entering the CAA championships. We'll have to be at our best in our old Southern Conference rival Elon, and last match we played was a 6-hour marathon in which we won 4-3 to win the Southern Conference Championship in 2013. Did not play them last year, so this should be a great match. And then James Madison, our first time playing in Harrisonburg, so we're looking forward to getting up there and playing, and they're an improved team, a new coach that's doing a great job, and so we'll have a tough weekend ahead of us.
We wish tennis the best of luck in their conference play this weekend. Don't forget to tune in to next week's Cougar Weekly Roundup, where we have a feature of senior pitcher Brandon Glazer one-on-one. For the Charleston Sports Network, I'm Alexis Shirelli.